The universe was formed through the 5 elements, and all life flows from Kai. 21 floating continents make up the world's foundation. Cultivators follow 3,000 different paths, using the energy of heaven and earth. For generations, countless sects have flourished like stars in the sky. At the White Marble Plaza, the announcement of the 4th stage echoes under the towering statue. The crowd is shocked as someone reaches the 4th stage. While cultivating, the boy suddenly loses all his spiritual energy and feels completely drained. A man introduces Zio Nan, who is at the 3rd stage of spiritual energy. A group mocks Zio Nan, calling him a failure and blaming his broken engagement on his weak cultivation. A distant cliff shows several people observing from the top in a calm, scenic moment. A mysterious woman hears the name Zio and becomes curious. Another woman mentions someone is only at Kai Stage 3. Whispers spread about Zio Nan's past and weak status in the Zio family, questioning his place in the sect. She speaks of being rejected by the world. Yu Bingyun, the Grand Elder, finds something precious with ease. Mo Lai, the 4th elder, recognizes the one from a prophecy. The Fated One is acknowledged by both the 2nd and 3rd elders of the Sword sect. The boy stands before glowing ancient scrolls, absorbing their power or secrets. A girl warns that the sect formation might completely drain Zio. The elder confirms the prophecy is real and says they must keep him. The elders unite and activate the powerful sect protection formation. A massive beam of rainbow energy shoots into the sky as the formation awakens. Zio looks up at the towering energy, fearing death if he's struck by the lightning. Lightning strikes Zio's forehead as power surges through his body. His body glows and floats, confused by the sudden transformation. Zio panics, wondering if he's dead as energy flows wildly around him. He lands heavily, surrounded by fierce blue flames. Onlookers fear the worst, doubting anyone at Kai Stage 3 could survive the formation. Zio collapses with energy surging around him as the crowd watches in shock. Gasping for breath, he struggles to understand what just happened. The crowd panics, mistaking him for a zombie rising from the ground. Zio stares silently, completely confused by everyone's reaction. Hidden above, someone confirms he's unharmed and truly the one from the prophecy. The eldest sister claims him as her disciple, warning others not to interfere. Mo Lai argues that Zio should belong to everyone, not just the eldest sister. The Medicine Peak elder insists she deserves Zio since she has no direct disciple yet. The 3 women glare at each other, locked in a fierce rivalry. A powerful energy slash suddenly cuts through the air. The elders leap away as the energy strike crashes between them. Mo Lai unleashes a powerful ice strike in the middle of the fight. Xiao Wuyan counters with a sword wave that shakes the ground. She declares that Zio will join Sword Peak and learn the Sword Codex from her. Mo Lai challenges her, ready to fight if needed. Jin Xiu analyzes the situation, realizing a team-up could balance things. With a cheeky smile, she plans to let them fight and enjoy the outcome. The eldest sister steps in, laughing, trying to calm everyone down before a real battle breaks. The eldest sister suggests disguising themselves and letting Zio choose freely. The others agree with the idea, praising her cleverness. In Chibai form, they all turn to the 2nd sister for her opinion. She reluctantly agrees, and the group sets their plan into motion. The scene shifts to the Giant Sect's disciple cave dwellings under moonlight. Zio relaxes in a hot spring, letting out a deep sigh. The elder mocks Zio's survival, saying it was pure luck the formation glitched. Zio vents his frustration, upset that transmigration didn't help him at all. He reflects on his tragic past, missing parents and a broken engagement. Zio curses his weak body that can't hold spiritual energy beyond Stage 3. He hopes the heirloom ring might at least work like a cheat item. But he angrily realizes the ring is just worthless junk. As he prepares to throw it away, the ring suddenly activates with warnings. A system message announces a curse is in progress, reversing his cultivation logic. Zio gets excited, thinking the system is finally his cheat. but the system activates a curse that drains his spiritual energy. He explodes in rage after realizing it's not a blessing but a curse. He sarcastically accepts the system, blaming it for ruining his cultivation. He realizes the cruel truth: cultivating only makes him weaker. Defeated, he gives up, deciding to just lie flat and stop trying. A mysterious sound echoes in the room. Xiao Nan wakes up alarmed, suspecting a thief. He gets distracted by a pair of alluring legs. Yu Bingyun appears mysteriously in his room at night. She smirks, planning to use Xiao Nan for her secret technique. She moves in closer, ready to start her plan. Xiao Nan suspects she might be using a forbidden draining technique. He wonders if she picked him as a target during the ceremony. Yu Bingyun leans in, making her bold intentions clear. She reveals she has a spell to enter others' dreams. The spell lets her control his thoughts if her mind is strong enough. Yu Bingyun plans to use Xiao Nan's destiny to climb to power. She's confused her spell isn't working as expected. Xiao Nan reveals he's mentally prepared and can endure her drain. Yu Bingyun is stunned by his unexpected resistance. She activates a stronger spell obscuring Trace Illusion Dream. Xiao Nan panics as the essence draining nearly overwhelms him. His system shows mental damage but increases his spirit stat. He realizes severe damage boosts his spirit power even more. Surprised, he notices his spirit stat keeps rising. He suspects something's wrong with the system. He confirms the system has a bug that benefits him. Yu Bingyun's spell overwhelms the room in glowing energy. Xiao Nan realizes the technique is actually benefiting him. Yu Bingyun seductively encourages him to continue. Xiao Nan enjoys the unexpected perks of the system. He fully embraces the situation, eager for more benefits. Yu Bingyun suddenly feels her spiritual energy going out of control. She begins to doubt if she's using the spell correctly. Yu Bingyun is shocked as Xiao Nan suddenly takes control. He prepares for the legendary dual cultivation. Their moment grows intense as they move closer. Her eyes show nervousness and rising emotions. She starts to admit Xiao Nan is more appealing than expected. Yu Bingyun suddenly resists and pushes Xiao Nan away. She furiously slaps him with full force. Shocked, she realizes Xiao Nan reversed the technique. He unknowingly started draining her spiritual energy. She regains control just in time to stop it. Exhausted, Xiao Nan faints after nearly draining her completely. Xiao Nan wakes up groaning in pain. Yu Bingyun is shocked that he recovered so quickly. She's confused he should be mentally overwhelmed. Xiao Nan is stunned, realizing something strange. Even face to face, she sees no signs of her spell working. Panicked, she backs away and asks, "Who are you?" Xiao Nan sarcastically wonders if Yu Bingyun has lost her mind. Yu Bingyun sees potential in him and gets excited. Xiao Nan panics, declaring he's not for sale. She introduces herself as Yu Bingyun, his senior sister. She tells him to relax and calls him her precious disciple. Xiao Nan questions why she's so focused on him. He boldly accuses her of wanting to dual cultivate with him. Yu Bingyun angrily punches him for misunderstanding. Despite the hit, his system boosts his constitution stat. Xiao Nan senses the system activating again. Yu Bingyun says the elder sent her to help with Xiao Nan's cultivation. She believes her personal care will win Xiao Nan's loyalty. Xiao Nan surprises her by asking for another hit. He realizes both her spell and slap boosted his stats. He figures out that taking damage gives him powerful system rewards. Xiao Nan feels blessed by the system like a miracle has happened. He begs Yu Bingyun to hit him again for more buffs. He creeps toward her excitedly, freaking her out. Yu Bingyun kicks him away in panic. Xiao Nan gains +5 constitution from the kick, shocking her. He innocently reassures her about her leg, saying it doesn't smell. Yu Bingyun yells at him to let go, calling him a pervert. Xiao Nan finally lets go of Yu Bingyun's leg. He laughs, realizing he can level up just by getting beaten. Yu Bingyun hands him a secret cultivation manual. Xiao Nan receives the glowing book titled 3 Years of Kai Refining. Yu Bingyun admires Xiao Nan's talent, determined to support him. Xiao Nan surprises her by asking for an even higher level manual. Yu Bingyun gets closer, telling Xiao Nan it's time to begin. Yu Bingyun suggests they cultivate using the manual's methods. Xiao Nan begins lazy cultivation, surrounded by glowing energy. He realizes the technique works and feels satisfied. Yu Bingyun catches him faking and hits him in frustration. Xiao Nan switches to real cultivation under her watchful eyes. His spiritual energy starts draining fast through diligent cultivation. Xiao Nan realizes that diligent cultivation is harming him. Yu Bingyun promises to stay with him through the night. Xiao Nan suspects she might be a hindrance to his progress. Jin Xiu knocks on the door, trying to enter quietly. Jin Xiu knocks and calls out for Xiao Nan. Yu Bingyun quickly pins Xiao Nan to the floor. Xiao Nan ends up in a very awkward position. Yu Bingyun silences him with a finger on his lips. Their contact triggers a surge in fire spiritual root energy. Jin Xiu introduces herself as the head disciple of Medicine Peak. She says she brought pills to help Xiao Nan's weak cultivation. Yu Bingyun mocks Jin Xiu for boasting about the first peak. She decides to hide to avoid a clash. While observing Jin Xiu, Yu Bingyun warns Xiao Nan to stay silent. She escapes quickly and tells him not to mention her. Jin Xiu steps into the room right after. Jin Xiu finds Xiao Nan and praises his late-night cultivation. Xiao Nan calmly asks why she came so late at night. Jin Xiu admires Xiao Nan's calmness and destiny. Xiao Nan is overwhelmed by the constant surprise visits. Jin Xiu offers spirit condensation pills to help his cultivation. She plans to win him over using the powerful pill. Jin Xiu dreams of a happy master-disciple life with Xiao Nan. Xiao Nan wonders if he's attracting crazy women tonight. He's startled as Jin Xiu steps closer suddenly. Jin Xiu tries to feed him the pill forcefully. Xiao Nan panics, fearing it might be poison. He grabs her wrist just in time to stop her. The pill goes flying as things spiral out of control. Xiao Nan pretends to feel guilty for ruining the pill. Jin Xiu stomps the ground in frustration. She explains the pill lost its effect after being disturbed. Xiao Nan cheekily sees the ruined pill as a lucky escape. Jin Xiu reassures him with a smile, saying it's no big deal. Jin Xiu shows a handful of pills, ready to tempt him again. She insists he eat the pill and join Medicine Peak. Yu Bingyun secretly watches, calling Jin Xiu cunning. Yu Bingyun presses against the door, growing impatient. She knocks sharply, interrupting their moment. Startled, Jin Xiu and Xiao Nan react to the sudden sound. Xiao Nan nervously denies hearing anything to calm Jin Xiu. He suddenly pulls Jin Xiu closer to distract her. Jin Xiu confidently says she'll protect him if anything shows up. Both of them rush to check the door. Yu Bingyun hides in panic as the door starts opening. Xiao Nan marvels at how the pill changes just by touching. Jin Xiu panics as he's about to eat the altered pill. Xiao Nan swallows the pill without hesitation. His body surges with powerful energy instantly. System shows a massive stat boost from the toxic pill. Xiao Nan laughs, thrilled that poison fuels his breakthrough. Jin Xiu is shocked by how powerful even a failed pill made him. Yu Bingyun realizes he has the rare chosen physique. Both girls become obsessed, vowing to make Xiao Nan theirs. Xiao Nan recognizes the visitor as Shan Wuyan, and Jin Xiu is surprised by her sudden appearance. Xiao Nan senses another presence approaching, while Jin Xiu questions his strange reaction. Jin Xiu glares suspiciously as Xiao Nan awkwardly struggles to explain himself. Worried, Jin Xiu panics internally, realizing she must hide before Shan Wuyan uses her visit against her. Jin Xiu warns Xiao Nan not to mention her visit, leaving him flustered and stressed. Another girl leaves the room, annoyed, sarcastically telling them to enjoy themselves. Yu Bingyun confronts Jin Xiu face to face, tension sparking between them. Xiao Nan opens the door, introducing himself to the unexpected guest. Spotting the white-haired woman, Xiao Nan nervously addresses her as the ice-cold beauty. The white-haired woman gives a calm, unreadable glance, keeping her thoughts hidden. Xiao Wuyan calmly observes Xiao Nan, impressed that he advanced overnight, confirming the prophecy calling him the Heaven's Chosen. Xiao Nan wonders if Xiao Wuyan came to assist his cultivation as a senior guiding a junior. He tries to act composed and asks which elder sent her to help him. Xiao Wuyan corrects him, saying she's only there to deliver the sect hall assignment notice. He suddenly remembers the new disciple allocation. Xiao Nan politely thanks her for the reminder. At the sect hall, the atmosphere grows serious as a senior figure demands silence from the gathered disciples. The elder explains the sword sect's 4 halls: grassroot, garland, jibo, and pride, each differing in teaching quality. An automaton at Kai refining stage 2 is introduced as the benchmark for disciple evaluation. Lasting half a stick of incense against it places a disciple in Garland Hall. With 1 stick burned, a disciple qualifies for Jibo Hall. With 2, for the Elite Pride Hall. The assessment officially begins as the disciples prepare themselves with determination. Xiao Nan grumbles about his lack of sleep, blaming the 2 suspicious women from the night before. Kaiyan Duo approaches confidently, recognizing Xiao Nan as the 3-stage bro from yesterday. Kaiyan mocks Xiao Nan in front of others, calling him the weakest among the new disciples. Xiao Nan recalls Kaiyan's test result stage 10, acknowledging he's nearly a prodigy. Xiao Nan jokingly reacts as the system registers emotional damage, boosting his soul stat. Fired up, Xiao Nan challenges Kaiyan, who insults him again and claims he only got in due to family connections. Xiao Nan takes more emotional hits, his soul stat increasing from psychological damage. Instead of getting mad, he enthusiastically encourages the insults, feeding off the soul gain. Kaiyan's followers are confused by Xiao Nan's strange reaction, questioning his sanity. Jibo Mei Yang appears, reminding everyone of the sect's rules and fairness regardless of background. His status is revealed: he's from a noble family, gifted with pure young energy, and highly talented. Other disciples admire Jibo, noting he's already at Kai refining stage 2 and carries himself like a young sovereign. Jibo Mei Yang defends Xiao Nan from ridicule, unintentionally inspiring him and boosting his soul stats. He nostalgically brags about reaching stage 3 at age 7, while Xiao Nan thinks he's going overboard. Jibo continues his encouragement, implying being at stage 3 at 16 is pathetic. Xiao Nan realizes the truth: Jibo is just elegantly roasting him and pretending to be nice. Despite the insult, Xiao Nan receives another massive soul stat boost and grins, satisfied with the gain. Xiao Nan cheerfully thanks Jibo, leaving him confused by the unexpected gratitude. Kaiyan and his group are frustrated. No matter how much they mock Xiao Nan, he stays unfazed. From a distance, Xiao Wuyan quietly watches the sect grounds from a tree, observing everything. She's impressed by Xiao Nan's calmness under pressure, believing his composure marks him for greatness. Xiao Wuyan, impressed by Xiao Nan's composure, decides she must recruit him into No Sword Peak. The elder announces the start of the evaluation, based on spiritual energy rankings. Xiao Nan is called first, realizing the test begins with the lowest-ranked participants. Kaiyan and his group mock him, predicting he won't last a few breaths against the automaton. Xiao Nan steps forward, determined to face the puppet on his own and prove himself. Xiao Wuyan watches intently, eager to witness Xiao Nan's true potential. Xiao Nan swiftly engages the automaton with focused precision. He lands a powerful blow, momentarily gaining the upper hand. But the puppet retaliates with overwhelming force, sending him crashing back. Xiao Nan is violently thrown through the air, the ground beneath him cracking from impact. Watching from afar, Xiao Wuyan wonders if Xiao Nan's cultivation is still too weak. The crowd murmurs that Xiao Nan lost in a single move and should have lasted longer. Despite the defeat, Xiao Nan stands up, surprised the pain isn't as bad as he expected. He realizes it's due to the curse system. His stats increase every time he takes damage without being instantly defeated. Fired up, Xiao Nan sees the puppet not as a threat, but as the perfect tool to farm experience and grow stronger. Xiao Wuyan watches in shock as Xiao Nan rises again, wondering if he truly intends to keep going. Undeterred by pain or defeat, Xiao Nan confidently marches back into the arena. Facing the automaton once more, he boldly declares his hunger for more experience. With renewed determination, Xiao Nan charges in, fully committed to turning pain into power. Explosive clashes erupt as Xiao Nan takes hit after hit, his injuries escalating, but so do his stats. Xiao Nan is struck hard in the chest, his body glowing with pain as critical injuries are displayed. Despite his wounds, Xiao Nan rises again with determination, gripping his sword and shouting for another round. Onlookers watch in awe as Xiao Nan endures a relentless barrage of explosive attacks for an impressive duration. The crowd is amazed by Xiao Nan's willpower. Despite repeated knockdowns, he keeps standing, earning admiration. Xiao Nan grits his teeth and pushes forward, inspiring everyone with his unbreakable spirit. He's caught off guard as the puppet charges at him with a flaming fist. Xiao Nan takes a brutal flurry of punches, struggling to endure the pain. Amidst the beating, Xiao Nan realizes the puppet can't kill him, so he keeps enduring to gain experience. The puppet delivers a powerful strike, shattering Xiao Nan's weapon in a violent clash. Spectators are stunned. Xiao Nan's weapon is broken, yet he keeps going against overwhelming odds. With his weapon shattered, Xiao Nan stands alone as everyone around him shouts for him to hold on. With grit and a powerful slash, he fights back, unleashing a burst of energy. His sword strike connects, sending the automaton flying. Xiao Nan follows up with a mighty punch, declaring the size of his fist like a clay pot. Fueled by the system, he grins wildly, demanding more attacks to grow even stronger. Xiao Nan breaks through to endurance grade 8 during a fierce strike on the automaton. The automaton retaliates with a direct blow to Xiao Nan's chest, stunning him. Xiao Nan realizes that even with the system's healing boosts, his body has limits to how much damage it can take. A system screen shows Xiao Nan's updated stats, but he's visibly exhausted. Despite his injuries, he smiles, thinking the automaton is great for gaining experience. The automaton stands back up, towering ominously, ready to continue the fight. An elder marvels at Xiao Nan's willpower, wondering how terrifying he might become in the future. The automaton begins to malfunction, stuttering Xiao Nan's name strangely. Spectators react in confusion, thinking Xiao Nan may have damaged the puppet's brain. The automaton glitches violently, screaming in repetitive loops. Shockwaves erupt as the automaton releases a powerful burst, shattering the stage. Blazing energy blasts into the sky as the chaos escalates. A shocked elder exclaims that Xiao Nan is being acknowledged by all four peaks, an honor reserved for a peerless prodigy. The automaton announces Xiao Nan's special admission into the Prodigy Academy. Everyone is shocked that Xiao Nan got accepted into the top academy, comparing him to geniuses like Jai Bo. An elder praises Xiao Nan's perseverance, saying it's no surprise all four peaks acknowledged him. The elder heals Xiao Nan, determined to prevent long-term damage to such rare talent. Despite the elder pouring in spiritual energy, Xiao Nan's body shows no reaction, as if it's absorbing everything endlessly. Xiao Nan, frustrated, complains internally that all his suffering might be in vain. Xiao Nan explains his unique physique recovers energy on its own, so the elder can stop healing him. The elder becomes emotional, believing Xiao Nan possesses a hidden, powerful potential. As they stand overlooking the sect, Xiao Nan suddenly reacts to something with surprise. Fellow disciples praise Xiao Nan's strength and admire his incredible feat during the test. Many students eagerly ask Xiao Nan to teach them, now recognizing his value and strength. Surrounded by girls, Xiao Nan reflects on how unstable his curse system still is and thinks he should lay low. He humbly calls his performance a fluke, saying the puppet couldn't go all out due to his weak spiritual energy. The girls ask if the puppet adjusts its power based on the opponent, and he casually agrees. When they mention the rare Four Peaks phenomenon, he tries to play it down awkwardly. He jokes that the sect chose him as an example because he's the weakest, and the elder backs him up to inspire others. An elder hesitates, concerned about Xiao Nan's academy placement despite his performance. Nervously, the elder agrees with Xiao Nan's downplay, trying to support his explanation. Some students doubt Xiao Nan's merit, thinking he got in just because he could take a beating. Xiao Nan's modesty impresses the elder, who admires how well he hides his true strength. The elder is moved to tears by Xiao Nan's character and humility. Kaian Duo arrogantly offers Xiao Nan a spot as his follower, mocking his origins. Xiao Nan is stunned by what he just heard. He confidently challenges Kaian Duo to a bet. If Duo can endure longer than him against the puppet, Xiao Nan will call him Big Brother. Others insult Xiao Nan, claiming he survived only due to his thick skin and that he's not worthy of challenging Kaian. Jai Bo Mei Yang smirks silently at the unfolding drama. Xiao Nan boldly invites Jai Bo to place a bet as well, taunting him with a confident gesture. Jai Bo responds seriously, stating his ambition lies in restoring human cultivators' glory amidst rising competition from other races. Xiao Nan mocks Jai Bo's grand speech with a smirk, calling it nonsense. He presses Kaian Duo to confirm the bet, and Kaian arrogantly agrees, confident in his strength. The scene transitions with birds flying, signaling a dramatic turn. Kaian gets completely destroyed by the puppet, screaming as he crashes to the ground. Xiao Nan pokes him, asking if he's still alive after the brutal loss. Xiao Nan internally mocks them, knowing none of them could endure hits like he can. Jai Bo admits the mechanized puppet is tough and bitterly notes he lasted no longer than Xiao Nan, blaming the win on luck. He claims only long-term cultivation talent matters and mocks Xiao Nan's trial success. Xiao Nan takes mental damage from their words but vows to shut Jai Bo's arrogant mouth one day. A sect elder appears and instructs the students to follow him to Daluo Peak for their residence assignments. The students arrive at a stunning floating realm and are shocked to learn it's a sword sect disciples' residence. They're amazed by a colossal glowing tree. Its size leaves them speechless. Some marvel at the golden leaves' value, while others criticize their shallow thinking. Jai Bo Mei Yang inquires if the golden spirit tree relates to their assigned residences. The elder explains that the tree fuels all spiritual energy on Daluo Peak. The closer one's residence is to it, the better the cultivation benefits. Xiao Nan guesses living inside the tree would be a huge advantage, and the elder confirms it but notes it's been unclaimed for 500 years. Xiao Nan nervously asks the system not to assign him near the tree, fearing it may hinder his cultivation. Kaian Duo mocks him again, saying a prestigious spot like that would never go to someone like him. The elder begins the residence assignment ceremony, asking everyone to step forward when called. A glowing golden leaf floats down from the tree, signaling someone's selection. Everyone watches in surprise as the leaf hovers directly towards Xiao Nan. The elder praises Xiao Nan, saying even the golden spirit tree awakened for him after 500 years. Xiao Nan is stunned as he's told the golden leaves make him the new master of the golden spirit tree. Onlookers complain with envy, shocked by Xiao Nan's incredible luck and sudden fortune. The elder urges Xiao Nan to claim his reward, but Xiao Nan humbly suggests someone more talented deserves it. The elder insists that since the tree chose him, there's no turning back. Xiao Nan reluctantly accepts his fate. The elder explains monthly tests will determine who stays or gets expelled from the sect. A smug disciple mocks Xiao Nan, warning that his fame will vanish if he fails within a year. Xiao Nan feels the pressure, knowing he must rise fast or be left behind in this ruthless environment. A curious student asks the elder how they're supposed to train moving forward. The elder reveals secret realms of the sword sect through a magical projection, allowing disciples to choose their path for cultivation. He warns everyone about the deadly risks, advising them not to chase quick gains recklessly. Xiao Nan gets excited. His curse system tells him that danger zones filled with miasma could rapidly boost his spiritual power. The elder dismisses the group, and everyone begins to return to their residences under the floating sect. A glowing sacred tree appears, symbolizing divine energy or a powerful source of cultivation. Xiao Nan lies back comfortably, gaining spiritual energy effortlessly through his system's lazy cultivation feature. Xiao Nan lies awake, suspicious that all the recent events are being deliberately orchestrated. His sharp eyes sense something unusual, triggering a sudden alertness. Startled, Xiao Nan jumps up, feeling an unknown presence watching him. Two mysterious women spy on Xiao Nan through a magical crystal ball. Jin Xiu is surprised Xiao Nan sensed them, but Yu Bingyun calmly notes his perception is sharper than expected. Yu Bingyun suggests they monitor him more closely to evaluate his full potential. Xiao Nan suddenly senses something again and prepares himself cautiously. He tries to calm down, thinking his paranoia might just be from today's strange events. As he reviews body toughness stats, he recalls Jai Bo Mei's high-tier bone structure. His system panel displays current stats: 8th grade constitution, soul, and endurance with strong fire affinity. Despite the system's help, Xiao Nan knows he still needs intense training to pass the upcoming assessment. He activates his token, hoping to find a secret realm that matches his strengths. Xiao Nan closes his eyes, focusing intensely to locate the best training ground. He scans the 7-star cave, which helps refine swordsmanship and meteor techniques. He observes the Supreme Sword Tower, with 99 floors designed to unlock cultivators' potential. Then the Wind and Cloud Lake appears, surrounded by calm but mysterious energy. Despite many choices, Xiao Nan feels none of the secret realms offer real growth for him. He discovers the hidden realm, rich with treasures but dangerously filled with lava and harsh winds. Xiao Nan finally finds a secret realm that perfectly suits his abilities and goals. Excited and determined, he rushes out to explore the hidden realm immediately. Yu Bingyun and Jin Xiu continue monitoring him through their crystal ball, growing tired but intrigued. Just as Jin Xiu is about to rest, she notices something unusual. Mo Lai appears with Xiao Nan. Shocked, Yu Bingyun questions why Mo Lai is suddenly with Xiao Nan. Xiao Nan stumbles upon Mo Lai, who is mysteriously floating above a glowing lake. Xiao Nan is stunned and blushing after accidentally witnessing an unexpected and awkward scene. He sees a seductive woman casually drinking by the lake under the moonlight. Nervously, Xiao Nan tries to explain himself, hoping to avoid any misunderstanding or a scene. Suddenly, she throws her wine gourd to him, catching him off guard. She teasingly remarks on his dry lips, asking if he wants to drink with her too. Xiao Nan is shocked, but relieved that the woman isn't angry or violent, just oddly calm. He gulps down the wine she gave him, unsure of what to expect. Overwhelmed by its strength, he nearly breathes fire while she laughs it off, amused. With a confident smile, the woman boldly tells Xiao Nan, "I like you." The scene zooms in on her chest, catching Xiao Nan even more off guard. She confidently walks toward him, while Xiao Nan stands stunned, still holding the wine. Leaning in close, she flirts with him, teasing his boldness. Xiao Nan panics internally. Her closeness makes him blush and flustered. He ends up awkwardly sitting before her, completely overpowered by her aura. Trying to play it cool, Xiao Nan nervously compliments the irresistible scent of her wine. Xiao Nan tries to escape the situation, reminding her of his low alcohol tolerance. She suddenly feels dizzy too, causing Xiao Nan to panic again. In a clumsy moment, she collapses forward onto him. The two fall together, landing in an awkward, suggestive position. Blushing and flustered, Xiao Nan nervously suggests she head back for the night. She leans in, asking him to warm her up, calling him little brother. With their faces close, she tempts him, urging him not to miss this opportunity. Xiao Nan hesitates but seems swayed as the woman sits on him, having made her intentions clear. Mo Lai reveals her true motive. She planned the entire encounter to stop others from taking Xiao Nan. Watching through the crystal ball, Jin Ziyu and Yu Bingyun are outraged, calling Mo Lai's actions disgraceful and manipulative. Xiao Nan's hand reaches forward toward her chest, unsure and overwhelmed. At the last second, he diverts and grabs the wine gourd instead, resisting temptation. Xiao Nan smoothly deflects her advances by offering her wine to warm up instead. Mo Lai smirks, surprised by how disciplined and self-controlled Xiao Nan actually is. She finally shifts the conversation, asking why a new disciple like him is in such a remote area. Xiao Nan explains he's here to find the entrance to the Flame Prison Gale secret real, but senses the mood has totally changed. Mo Lai warns him of the deadly dangers inside, but Xiao Nan calmly says he is aware and still determined. Jin Ziyu and Yu Bingyun are speechless, thinking Xiao Nan must be insane after seeing what he did with Mo Lai. Xiao Nan gains massive spirit points just from Mo Lai's silent scorn, amazed by her overwhelming presence. Mo Lai warns him that the realm is too dangerous for someone of his level and advises him to retreat. Xiao Nan suddenly grabs Mo Lai's hand, catching her completely off guard. Xiao Nan smirks, suggesting they have a deep discussion, while Mo Lai panics, unsure of his intentions. Xiao Nan boldly grabs Mo Lai, but she's flustered, surprised by his sudden touch and confidence. Xiao Nan casually walks off, leaving a stunned Mo Lai behind, unsure what just happened. With renewed passion, Xiao Nan declares his dedication to the sect, leaving Mo Lai speechless. Mo Lai watches him with a sweat drop, wondering if this child of destiny might actually be crazy. Mo Lai, impressed yet baffled, points toward the training ground, allowing him to enter the dangerous domain. Xiao Nan wonders if he moved her heart, but her blank expression says otherwise. Mo Lai jokes about buying Xiao Nan a coffin, while he nervously laughs, hoping she's not serious. Xiao Nan dashes off with determination, planning to focus on training and worry about Mo Lai later. A glowing item bursts into light, radiating powerful energy as something activates. Mo Lai grins mischievously, clearly enjoying the chaos she stirred up. A senior warns Xiao Nan that he's recklessly diving into a deadly stage despite just leveling up. Xiao Nan looks around in awe, realizing the place holds something significant. With full confidence, Xiao Nan charges ahead, sure he's in the right place to grow stronger. The crowd is left in total confusion as Xiao Nan fearlessly leaps into the glowing gate. Xiao Nan lands in a fiery, chaotic realm, overwhelmed by the dangerous energy surrounding him. Surrounded by blazing hazards, Xiao Nan smiles confidently. What terrifies others only strengthens him. Despite brutal conditions, Xiao Nan's stats skyrocket, and he daydreams about becoming invincible in a month. Onlookers are shocked that someone at stage 4 would dare enter such a deadly zone, questioning his sanity. Xiao Nan grins wildly in the flames, declaring he's never felt better, completely unfazed by the danger. The group stares in disbelief, completely shocked by what Xiao Nan is doing. One girl suggests they leave Xiao Nan be, but another insists they should still help him as fellow disciples. The pink-haired senior offers a fire spirit orb to Xiao Nan, explaining its use for detecting poison. Xiao Nan listens attentively and thanks her after learning the orb's function and danger signals. A senior casts a spell to boost Xiao Nan, but unexpectedly applies a temporary debuff instead. Xiao Nan's stats take a wild hit, and he freaks out, realizing something went terribly wrong. The pink-haired senior proudly claims her technique helps resist poison. Xiao Nan sarcastically promises not to thank her. Xiao Nan grumbles about being nerfed instead of boosted, disappointed his gains were wasted. He regains focus, holding the orb and using it to detect stronger fire poison zones. Zio-nan releases the orb into the air, scanning the area for maximum poison concentration. Sensing intense fire poison ahead, Zio-nan rushes forward to investigate. Zio-nan is engulfed by a storm of red flames as he senses something powerful deep within. Despite heavy damage, Zio-nan notices his orb glowing gold, signaling a strong and mysterious presence ahead. Holding the glowing orb tightly, Zio-nan dives deeper with full determination. His eyes widen in shock as he spots something unexpected glowing in the darkness. Zio-nan stands before a massive sealed door radiating golden energy, unsure of what lies beyond. Zio-nan cautiously opens the ancient door, curious about what lies inside. He jumps in terror as a terrifying corpse-like figure suddenly appears in front of him. Realizing it's just a corpse, Zio-nan relaxes but stays on guard. He ponders whether the man died from the poison or the mysterious chest ahead. Confident in his curse system, Zio-nan prepares to open the dangerous chest without fear. The chest erupts with a blinding, explosive light as it activates its deadly contents. Zio-nan is blasted back by the intense energy. He gains massive stats from the chest. Enduring the poison, Zio-nan discovers a glowing red gem inside the chest. As he touches it, a fiery power bursts out and starts boosting his stats. Overwhelmed, Zio-nan feels an intense rush through his body. His stats skyrocket. He calls the gem a total treasure. But suddenly, Zio-nan coughs up blood from the overload. Shocked and injured, Zio-nan wonders what just happened. Zio-nan gets overwhelmed by fatal fire damage from the cursed energy. His eye glows red. He realizes the curse system's power is too much. A second cursed orb suddenly shoots out of the chest. Zio-nan tries to absorb it, enduring intense spiritual erosion. He notices his power drops, confused by the sudden loss. Zio-nan decides to leave the chest for now and return later. He leaps into the night sky, heading back. While running, he notices a mysterious gourd hanging from his waist. Suddenly, he meets his senior sister in the forest. She approaches with concern and tells him to undress quickly. Zio-nan hesitates, feeling awkward about Mo-lai's bold request. Mo-lai defends her actions, claiming it's a safety check for poison. Blushing, Zio-nan agrees and begins undressing. Mo-lai is surprised by how muscular Zio-nan is. She observes the fire poison merging with his body, finding it strange. Zio-nan hesitates, feeling awkward about Mo-lai's bold request. Zio-nan realizes Mo-lai secretly planted something on him and accuses her of spying. Mo-lai defends herself, saying she was only watching over him with a divine soul for his safety. Zio-nan doubts her intentions and questions if the gourd was truly not for surveillance. Mo-lai gets shocked painfully, likely because of Zio-nan tampering with the gourd. Zio-nan asks if Mo-lai is okay, but she brushes it off despite being electrocuted. She awkwardly asks for the gourd back, trying to act normal. Zio-nan teases her and shakes the gourd playfully. Mo-lai is shocked again, visibly distressed. She yells at him to stop, revealing that the gourd is linked to her soul and touching it affects her body. Zio-nan smirks and boldly asks Mo-lai about her real intentions. Mo-lai, blushing and flustered, invites him closer to whisper something. As she begins to speak seriously, Zio-nan asks who she really is. She suddenly leans in close, surprising him with her forward move. Mo-lai pins Zio-nan down and dramatically reveals she's his martial grandmother. She scolds him playfully while Zio-nan begs for mercy. Internally, she admits she would have hit him if he weren't the prophesied child. Mo-lai flicks his forehead, calling out his overreaction. As she leaves, she reminds him there's class tomorrow while he sits coughing. Zio-nan reflects on how strong and intense Mo-lai really is. The scene shifts to the large cultivation ground called Pride Hall. Still tired, Zio-nan wonders who the mysterious woman was as class begins. Instructor Niu introduces himself and is greeted by the students. He explains the core qualities for cultivation and begins the lesson on spiritual energy's elemental counterplay. Instructor Niu catches Xiao Nan dozing off and angrily calls him out in front of the class. Xiao Nan quickly plays it off, flattering the instructor while thinking he can learn better by slacking. Another student mocks him harshly, saying he's trash and doesn't belong in Pride Hall. Instructor Niu, fired up, declares he'll show Xiao Nan the vast difference in ability, saying slackers have no place in Pride Hall. Instructor Niu reads Xiao Nan's background aloud, revealing his water spirit attribute. Instructor Niu explains how fire counters wood and asks who possesses fire spirit energy. The students wonder if Xiao Nan will face a practical challenge in this lesson. They reveal Instructor Niu is a powerful level 5 and will make Xiao Nan fight the big snow eagle. A muscular student volunteers confidently, surprising everyone. Xiao Nan is shocked to see it's the powerful senior Iron Hammer. Students whisper that Iron Hammer is level 5, and Xiao Nan's challenger is no match. Instructor Niu smirks while Xiao Nan sits nervously on the ground. Xiao Nan begs the teacher to cancel the fight out of fear. Instructor Niu is confused how a simple lesson became this extreme. He angrily declares he'll humble Xiao Nan for his arrogance. Instructor Niu decides to equalize their power levels for fairness. He sets the duel at Xiao Nan's current 4th level spiritual power. Xiao Nan suddenly bursts with energy, astonishing everyone by reaching level 5. Instructor Niu confirms the fight will be capped at level 5, and no excess force is allowed. The match officially begins with both fighters inside a spirit-restricted arena. Iron Hammer, burning with power, declares he won't hold back and plans to crush Xiao Nan. Iron Hammer charges in with a blazing, spirit fire domineering fist. The students panic, convinced Xiao Nan won't survive the deadly move. Instructor Niu worries about Taichui's brutal use of lethal attacks in practice. As Iron Hammer dives in for the strike, a confident student calmly says, "Just wait and see." Instructor Niu explains that he's simply following the elder's order, knowing someone had to handle the matter. Xiao Nan stands still as Iron Hammer's fiery fist closes in, but his calm expression doesn't change. Iron Hammer, burning with power, mocks Xiao Nan in his thoughts, confident that his punch will end it all. The clash erupts in a massive explosion of flames as Iron Hammer's full force hits Xiao Nan. Iron Hammer mocks Xiao Nan, claiming real strength can't be compared to mere luck. Shocked, Iron Hammer realizes Xiao Nan is still conscious and questioning his so-called fire energy. Xiao Nan calmly critiques Iron Hammer's punch, saying even a puppet hits harder. Xiao Nan mocks Iron Hammer's title, revealing his fire resistance ability that nullifies the attack. The crowd is stunned. Xiao Nan uses 5-element spirit power to counter fire with water. Instructor Niu is in disbelief, declaring Xiao Nan's power defies the natural order. Xiao Nan questions if Instructor Niu and Senior Taichui are trying to kill him, relying on his curse reversal to survive. Iron Hammer is stunned that Xiao Nan blocked his punch without injury. Xiao Nan calmly replies, "Sorry to disappoint you." Surrounded by green energy, Xiao Nan prepares for a counterattack with full confidence. In a flash, Xiao Nan vanishes from sight, leaving a cracked ground behind. Iron Hammer's eyes widen in panic. He realizes Xiao Nan has disappeared mid-fight. Xiao Nan reappears and lands a powerful green punch straight into Iron Hammer's gut. Xiao Nan charges in with a confident smirk, glowing with intense green energy. Xiao Nan lands a devastating blow, blasting Iron Hammer with crackling green power. The spectators are left speechless, stunned by Xiao Nan's overwhelming counterattack. Xiao Nan stands over the defeated Iron Hammer, mocking his useless power and those who praised him. Instructor Niu is shaken. He realizes Xiao Nan easily defeated a level 9 fighter, hinting at hidden talent. Xiao Nan smirks, thankful his fire poison resistance skill activated just in time to save him. A student mocks Instructor Niu, suggesting they find someone else since Senior Taichui didn't land a single hit. Instructor Niu admits Xiao Nan performed well and reminds students that even elemental restraint has exceptions. Instructor Niu ends the lesson, telling all disciples to follow him to select their cultivation techniques. Jin Zhu, sitting casually on a cliff, observes that Xiao Nan might have absorbed Taichui's fire spirit energy during the fight. Yu Bingyun analyzes Xiao Nan's ability, believing his special body constitution helps him absorb spirit energy. All four women Yu Bingyun, Mo Lai, Xiao Wuyan, and Jin Zhu decide they must take Xiao Nan as their personal disciple. Mo Lai reminds everyone that the disciple entry trial must remain fair and competitive. Yu Bingyun agrees they'll need to compete for the right to take Xiao Nan as a disciple. Each of the four peak masters prepares to use their own unique methods to win Xiao Nan over. The disciples gather before the majestic sword sect Sutra Pavilion, ready to begin their next step. Instructor Niu announces the first rule. New disciples may only access the first floor of the pavilion. He explains the second and third rules. Only one technique may be taken, and nothing inside must be damaged. Instructor Niu warns that hidden techniques vary by fate, and fighting over them is strictly forbidden. With all instructions given, the grand doors open. Disciples are finally allowed to enter the pavilion. The disciples enter the massive Sutra Pavilion, awestruck by the endless rows of scriptures and towering bookshelves. Xiao Nan and the others look up in amazement, stunned by the sheer size of the pavilion's interior.
This is the end of the video. If you guys want to see the next part, then don't forget to subscribe and like the video.